What it is, what it do. You know who it is, it's your boy, JQilin here, back with another episode of The Walking Doki. On the last episode, Natsuki's father met a rather unfortunate fate, and we're doing our best to pick up the pieces that are left behind. If you guys are curious to see what MC and the gang are going to be doing now, be sure to hit that like button and stick around because, honestly, I'm at a loss for words at what the heck we're supposed to be doing. But I think now we're going to be talking to Yuri, so let's go do that. There we go. I should probably check in with Yuri. She hasn't said much. Who can blame her? How are you feeling? She glances at the roof.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch that.
An awkward smile. I was just asking if you were doing okay. Yuri exhales, her face slowly reverting back into a shoddy composure. She tries to play with her hair, spinning strands of it into little loops. Eyeing the floor, it seems like she's thinking.
Have you ever read The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett?
What? Nope, never. I think I'd heard the title from somewhere.
It's a popular story. I think they made a movie out of it.
The shine in her violet eyes fades away as she lets go of the strands of hair. A stray clock is ticking in the corner. Thomas and Michael are discussing, murmuring, across the room. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking that the protagonist reminded me of Natsuki and her family.
Sure.
You see, Mary Lennox, the main character, was orphaned after her parents perished as a result of a cholera outbreak. And, well, after that she was taken by her uncle, Archibald Craven.
Her speech gets smoother as she continues on.
She does not like him at all, because she fails to empathize with him, but also because
is misspelled.
Because of how she was raised.
Eva stares beyond the white walls across from her.
Her parents often left her alone, attending to their own business, partying in debauchery. She didn't know how to act around people.
I nod. I think I'm starting to see what she's getting at.
Her bitter and selfish attitudes correlate to her loneliness. But when she makes her first friend, the two of them become better people despite their upbringing. But still, I'm left to wonder.
She exhales, her breath uneven.
If people can change, are we just supposed to forget the person they once were?
And she lost me.
You know, Kilin, one day after school when Natsuki and I were walking home, she suddenly fainted. I rushed her to the hospital, and later, when the nurses were checking her out, they said she had a potassium deficiency.
The intensity in Yuri's voice rises, a desperation that allowed an overflowing of emotions.
Her father, once he came, insisted nothing was wrong and took her back home immediately.
She took a deep breath, pausing, realizing how loud she was getting.
He said that type of thing was normal. He looked intoxicated. But he told the nurses, he told me, that everything would be fine. And the very next day, when Natsuki came to school, I saw bruises up her sleeves. I could concede that I probably don't know the full story. But how could someone like him say they love their daughter, after knowing everything he'd done to her? Guilt-tripping Natsuki like that.
She stares into my eyes, inspecting the insides of my skull for an answer. She takes another breath, and another. and another. She calmed down, but the disgust in her eyes still linger. Yuri, I understand how you're feeling.
No.
I'm glad you told me. Yuri looks down, almost as if in shame.
I think I'll wait outside.
She rushes off. Wait! But she's already gone. I think I'll talk to her later. I'm sorry. Looks like we should head out. I think we should get going before it's dark out. We don't know when electricity will cut.
I think we're almost all packed up. Natsuki, do you need anything else? No. I think I'm good.
I know this kind of sounds shitty, but we should probably take some stuff with us before we leave.
We don't keep much food around. As a first aid kit, and I guess a kitchen knife could be helpful. Hey, let's have a scavenger hunt.
The fuck? Complete and utter confusion. Maybe next time, Sayori. Just quickly grab what you think might be helpful.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm glad she's feeling at least a little bit better. At least well enough to try and lighten the mood. In any case, it's better this way. While waiting for the others, I discreetly load the bullets from earlier into my gun. Is everyone here?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it.
Michael does a quick head count.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alright then. We stay quiet. We keep off the main streets. We'll be heading toward the edges of town. I think I might know a place. Plus, there should be less people the further we get away. Are we good to go? Everyone nods their heads. We're ready for what's to come. Come hell or high water, for better or worse. Let me know what you guys think of the sprites actually being animated and moving around like that. Do you think it's cool? Do you think not? Like, the jury's still out on that for me. Monica stops me.
Hey, Kellen, I'd like to talk to you.
Hopefully this isn't related to what she said earlier. Yeah, let's hear it. We slow down so we're near the back of the group. Not too far though.
I couldn't help but notice the gun that Natsuki's dad had was missing. Do you know anything about that?
She catches on quick. I glance up at Sayori and Natsuki talking to each other. Yuri, in her thoughts. Thomas with Michael, their eyes darting around. Yeah, I have it with me.
So was you. Good. I guess that's the first big thing.
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. But do you think it's pretty unnecessary to hold two sidearms?
No, it is not unnecessary, Monica. Shut up. We need all the firepower and protection we could get in this mad world. Wait, do you want me to give you the gun?
No, not quite. Actually, maybe if you wanted to, but I wouldn't know how to use it properly. But I know two people who probably would.
She directs her gaze towards the front of the group. Monica, we really don't know them all that well. I mean, they saved us, but how do we know that we could trust them with a gun?
You're right. Now, we just met them. But they've proven to us that they can be trusted. They've helped us when they didn't need to. And do you think you could trust Sari with it? You know, I've heard about what happened with you guys when you were younger.
Good point. If we were in a sticky situation.
Right. At the end of the day, it's your decision, though. If you don't trust them, you don't trust them.
No, I agree.
Good. Good. I'll see you later then, Kellen. I trust you'll make the right decision.
She catches up with the rest of the group, joining Sari and Natsuki in the conversation. This will be rough. Damn, we have to pick who we're gonna give the gun to? And we can't save either. I fucking hate this, bro. Michael seems to get angry quickly, but cools off just as fast. That could be a problem. However, this can mean decisiveness and confidence in life and death situation, the difference between inaction and death. But when things get more complicated, I'd have to trust his instincts. Thomas, well, he seems more collected, but it seems like he lacks confidence. Well, sometimes. He'd be a lot more logical. It'd take time to think things through. But when you're unsure of what to do, and you only have seconds, he might freeze up. In the end, I guess I'll be giving this to... Shite. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, I trust Thomas more, but the MC brings up a good point. Because these things happen in seconds, and we can't afford to be in a situation where we only have where seconds count and we can't make a decision. So, as hot-headed as Michael can be, it might be more beneficial to give it to Michael. So, my only hope is that Michael doesn't just like up and pop a cap in somebody because he gets too hot-headed, but we might be able to calm him down off the edge from that. So, I think the others could balance out that temper of his. Michael's the best choice here. Following Monica's lead, I make my way to the front of our little group. Hey, Michael, wait up. He turns around. What is it, mate? I take a second to catch my breath. Well, what do you want? Here. Holding out the Glock, I place it in his hand. It's Natsuki's dad's. He skeptically inspects the item. I don't know you too well, but I think I can trust you with this. If things get hairy, I think you'll probably be the most helpful. The tension in his face dissolves. He smiles. Well, thanks. As long as I'm around, you're all gonna be alright. Michael turns to leave, spinning the gun in his hands. The safety's off, right? Do you mean the safety's on? You want the safety to be on, because that means you won't shoot anybody. Oh well. I guess there's gonna be a lot of walking ahead of us. Well, this isn't called the walking Doki for nothing. Hopefully I made the right decision. Some time has already passed since we left Natsuki's house. Along the way, we saw some dead bodies and infected peoples. They didn't see us. Somehow, I stop in my tracks. What is that? Infected Psionica? Bruh. Wearing a little booty shorts and everything. Once I get closer, I see an infected girl. She doesn't notice us yet. Michael slowly reaches toward his gun. What are you doing? What do you think, smartass? You're just going to call more attention to us if you're just going to call more attention to us if you're just going to start shooting. Also, it's just one stupid zombie.
Yeah, he's right. You should always spill us when we have the chance. Michael.
Michael looks down at his weapon, hesitating. I guess you're right. He stuffs the gun back into his pocket. See? I figured we'd be able to balance out Michael's short temper, unless this is just a loss to a false sense of security. I think we're getting close anyway. Michael, do you still have that knife I gave you? He starts patting his pockets. His eyes widen. Yeah, that's right. He left it at John's place. Oh, shite. Don't tell me you lost it. I think you dropped your knife after you saw John. Thomas inhales sharply. Oh my god. Holding his hand to his face, Thomas rubs his temples. Michael, you are such an idiot.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I really am.
You should be. Thomas pulls out his knife and approaches the girl slowly. Seconds pass. Her disfigured head turns. She notices a vicious turn. She lunges towards Thomas. Without any hesitation, he pushes her arms away and sends the knife through her chin, the red tip of the blade protruding from the top of her skull. Knocking her down, Thomas stabs her in the head once again. And again. Through the corner of my eye, I see Syra looking away. She definitely didn't want to see that, especially since that girl looks kind of like her. Thomas signals for us to come, waving his hand in the air. We start walking. He mutters under his breath, "Disgusting." We stop. It's getting late. I don't think I've been around here before. An unfamiliar but defensible house.
How about we stay here for the night?
Yeah, it's getting dark.
How do we get in, though? It's probably locked.
Thomas turns to the house, inspecting the white walls. Someone will have to crawl in through the window and open the door.
Isn't it risky going in alone? What if someone's inside?
He sighs. What else are we supposed to? Michael opens the door. Huh. No one's home. Come on in. I guess it was open. Shite. Okay, where do you guys want to sleep?
Let's look around first. It's probably a good idea to take note of our exits.
That's fair. Well, you guys go do that. I'll start unpacking some things out of our bags.
I'll help.
Good. Once we're done with that, let's meet back here and make some plans for tomorrow. Monica and Yuri head off up a flight of stairs.
Do we have anything in mind?
Yeah. He kneels, placing his backpack on a table, combing through the many miscellaneous items in his bag, placing them in neatly organized piles. I still can't believe you forgot the knife.
Look, Thomas, I already told you I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not like you wanted to. I pause. Yeah, you're right. Still, you gotta be more careful. Good nights will probably be hard to come by. I hear footsteps coming down the stairs. I turn around to face Monica and Yuri approaching the three of us. Did you find anything?
Nothing special, but I did notice something pretty odd. 2 bedrooms, and one of them is just empty.
What do you mean?
Except for 2 beds and a painting, there's absolutely nothing in there. It was honestly pretty disconcerting if you take a look.
Why would someone just take all the furniture like that?
Maybe the people living here were drug dealers.
Could be. But if you think about it, who uses furniture anyway? Fair.
What?
Thomas shrugs. I'm just saying. Who uses furniture anyway?
Okay, everyone. What should our next plan of action be?
We all stand gathered around a table with not enough chairs. 2 in total, with Thomas and his backpack occupying both of them. Now that I think about it, this place does seem very much like a crack house. Or at the very least, could operate as one quite effectively. I was thinking about looking for a car when I was with JQilin and Sayori. We might be able to have a quick getaway with him, and we might have to make a quick getaway sometime in the future. We'll also be able to carry more stuff around. Transportation does seem important.
I have a feeling most cars will be abandoned, so actually securing one doesn't sound too hard. However, while we aren't in a busy neighborhood right now, if we were to travel somewhere with more people, the number of cars blocking the streets could get in our way. Long-distance transportation would be out of the question. Well, at least with a regular vehicle.
It still beats having to walk around all day. All good ideas, but I have a question. How do you plan on starting it?
I use the wires. Classic hotwire, like hotwire.com.
Oh, come on. Do you even know how? Do you have any idea how risky and difficult that actually is? Not to mention, impossible.
Bitch, how'd you know?
Ah.
I understand your concern, but just so you know, I've done this before. Pretty good at it too.
When? I've never seen you do anything remotely similar.
Okay, I've done similar.
Really? With your exceptional organization skills?
Of course.
If you fail, I won't even feel bad for you. I'll be too busy laughing at your dumbass.
Okay, I'll show you. I'll prove you wrong. See you as a dumbass then.
Thomas is quite surprised by his answer. However, he nods. Well, you do that. I have plans for tomorrow as well. As I said before, I think we should start by looking for some supplies in the school.
Are you kidding? Do you want to die?
I know. There are a lot of infected there. They're crawling around pretty much everywhere. But I have an idea. I know for a fact we'll be able to take some food from the cafeteria. How, though? There are 2 doors to the cafeteria, one heading to the corridor, the other being an emergency exit. I know that the doors leading to the corridor are usually locked. And when I was with Yuri, she said that the exit doors are usually unlocked. And even if they are locked, the school keeps keys in the janitor's shed.
Alright. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Still, are you sure it's going to be worth anything taking at this point?
The hallway door will be locked, and not many people know about the back entrance. Well, if you weren't a student. Plus, his first instinct is to go to a cafeteria to hide in a crisis. So it'll definitely be worth our time. 90% sure.
Supplies might be hard to come by, but is the school really the best place for that? Especially how many more people could be there?
Christ, so many questions. Thomas looks down at the table, taking a deep breath in. It definitely will have its risks, but at least it's better than nothing. If I take 2 others, I think we could pull it off. 1 lookout, and 2 of us to gather supplies. Michael should probably scout out some good areas before hotwiring a car, if he actually knows how to. Qilin, do you want to come with? I guess. Okay, I guess it's settled.
But who else is coming with you?
I told Yuri about the plan earlier. She said she wouldn't mind.
That is correct.
Really? That wasn't expected.
Are you sure you're okay with that, Yuri?
She nods.
The plan seems solid to me.
Alright then, that's settled. We head out tomorrow. Anything else we need to talk about? Sari's stomach grumbles.
Anyone else want some dinner? I have a question.
Sari's spirit drops.
Say, damn, I want food. What time do we leave for the school?
Oh, didn't think about it. That certainly inspires confidence. That certainly inspires confidence. Early morning, so 3?
Seriously?
2? She's just staring at him funny now. Okay, noon it is.
Wait, you mean 3 in the afternoon?
Yeah?
Early riser, huh? Early riser, huh? What type of person wakes up that early and enjoys it?
That's fair, but how is 3 reasonable?
So, I'm guessing your plan will also take place in the afternoon.
Yes, that would be good.
Of course. Of course. I'm not a psychopath. Are you sure about that? You. Stay quiet.
Her concerns aren't completely unfounded.
You too? That's rich coming from you. Says a guy who slept through an entire weekend.
Oh, speak for yourself. It's not playing that stupid dead RPG games all the time, every single night. And besides, I'm actually productive with my time. Imagine crashing over your computer like a gremlin. Could not be me. How about you? These fucking guys. Are you just having a dick measure contest going back and forth with each other? Well, no, it's not a dick measure contest. You're just having a back and forth about who can one up each other.
Are you joking, mate? Productive? As if. What do you do in your spare time?
I don't know. Like drawing? Like drawing?
You like to draw?
Yeah. But I haven't had a chance to draw in a while. You know, because of what's been going on right now. How about before?
Seems pretty interesting. Do you have some drawings with you?
Yes, Monica, because of all the things he could think to pack with him in his post-apocalyptic adventure was some artwork he had from long ago. Nah.
Well, okay then.
Monica's eyes trail off.
In any case, I think this is good for now. It's important to be well rested and it's not like we're in a rush. Guys.
What?
Dinner?
Everyone's eyes are on Sayori now. I am kind of getting hungry too.
Same, dude.
Likewise. Trying to eat all the food, fatso.
I'm not fat.
Thomas lets out a dismissive chortle. Are you just gonna take that, Michael? Just take. Qilin. This guy looks like he'd eat it too.
Just shut up already. It's not my fault I'm heavy, okay?
Well, I'm heavy. I mean, the dude doesn't look that much bigger than the other guys. Especially since he's wearing this really baggy shirt. Excuses, excuses. Fat ass. Hey, if it makes you feel any better. Sorry is a literal vacuum. Watch out for her.
Hey, that's not true. That's not true, my ass. If that's the case, where do you hide all my cupcakes, Sayori? It's definitely not your stomach, right? Where did you hide my damn cupcakes, Sayori?
She's like, where'd you have my cupcakes, Sayori? He's like,
where'd you hide my cupcakes, Sayori?
She pouts.
Meanies. You're all meanies. It's not my fault your cupcakes are so good.
Don't you mean
so good? Hey!
Monica chuckles to herself.
Alright, I think that's enough. Let's just finish up the food we took earlier. I'm getting hungry. If we need to talk about anything else, we can do it later. We've gone through everything important. So, as it stands right now, here are our plans tomorrow. Thomas, Qilin, and Yuri will be going to the school to gather supplies. Michael should be going to scout for some good areas for cars. I'll probably go with him. Him actually hotwiring the cars should probably happen sometime later. After we map out the area, we can discuss that tomorrow. Those remaining will stay here, finding ways to reinforce the house. Are we all good with that?
Before anyone can say anything, Sayori pipes up, exasperated with the endless discussion.
Guys, food? Let's end it here. Yes! Yes!
Looking around, everyone seems to be in agreement.
Okay, everyone. I guess that'll be our meeting for today.
And that will be our episode for today. I think this is a very appropriate place to end things off. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode so far. It seems like the gang is finally getting things into motion. Hopefully things go according to plan and nothing goes awry. If you guys enjoyed this episode of The Walking Doki, be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, because if you made it this far, obviously you liked it. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well. It's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.